Hi everyone, welcome to Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Derling. Thank you for watching. On this episode, I'm talking about an album that just came out at the beginning of April, yet it's 2 years old. It's the latest release from Toto called Old is New. Now, 2 years ago, Sony put out a pretty expansive Toto box set called All In, which is one of those things that's great if you didn't have the individual albums, or most of the individual albums anyway. They put it out on album and CD. But one of the cool things about it is that it included an extra album, this Old is New, which contained previously unreleased songs. Some songs dating back to sessions they did with the late, not just Mike Porcaro on bass, but the late Jeff Porcaro on drums. So early 80s sessions for songs that just they didn't get used for whatever reason. So luckily, it's one of those albums where it's like, boy, I'd like to have that, but I've already got a lot of the CDs and a lot of the records. So fortunately, they put it out as a standalone, and that's the copies that I'm here to talk about. This is what the album looks like. Very similar to, a lot of their album covers. It actually looks an awful lot like the 40 Trips Around the Sun best of, except this doesn't have much color in it. But it's got the rings like the first album, like the fourth album, like the 15th album. And that cover. It's just a single record. There's only 10 songs on it. They didn't expand it into 4 records, which is nice. Certainly makes it more affordable. And it's also like a new album would have been. Had this been brand new, completely new material. But it's new to most people that have heard it. So this is the vinyl version. And of course, I got it on CD as well, on a Legacy, Columbia, Legacy, Sony, whatever you want to call it. And there is some really, really good stuff on here. I'll go through it track by track. First of all, I'll show you some of the stuff that's in it. There's the disc itself. 3 of these songs were previously on the aforementioned 40 Trips Around the Sun. They are Alone, Spanish Sea, and Struck by Lightning. So the preview of those were on here, but there's 7 songs on here that most folks haven't heard. And there's a breakdown of the credits of the songs. Picture of the band, core band, 4-piece now. They always have extra musicians on stage, or did when they were performing. And we'll go through it song by song. First song, Alone, I first heard on the 40 Trips Around the Sun. It's a up-tempo rock tune for them. It's not heavy or anything like that, but it's just very up-tempo, very melodic. Devil's Tower is a cool song. It's got some rocking parts in it. Starts out different than it ends up. Third song I really, really like. I hadn't heard this one. Fearful Heart. It's one of those songs that could have been a hit back in the day. It's a mid-tempo song. The verses kind of remind me of Break It Up by Foreigner. Very strong melodic song on there. Spanish Sea is, it's got the same backbeat as Africa. They use that, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's the same backbeat. I can't mimic it, but they've used that on a variety of songs, and this is one of them. In a Little While's a ballad. Kind of sounds like, I don't know, it kind of puts me in mind of I'll Be Over You or Without Your Love. And of course, what would a Toto album be without a song with a woman's name in it? This time around it's Chelsea. This band has covered, from Angela, Lorraine, Eleanor, Rosanna, Carmen, Holy Anna, Leah, Pamela, Anna, Melanie. There's not a lot of women's names left that use this song. But great tune, very great tune. Kind of a Killer Queen piano feel to this. And then it starts to slow down a couple songs, Chase the Rain and Oh Why. Good songs, but they kind of slow the momentum down. It gets off to kind of a bang. Then they're Struck by Lightning, which is a really heavy song that's on 40 Trips Around the Sun. And then a strange one. I had a hard time making out who's actually this is. What's So Not and Toto featuring Skrillex, Will Keep On Running. Okay, the song's called Will Keep On Running. What's So Not, I guess, is this Australian DJ guy, kind of like Skrillex. I don't know much about that, it's the EDM stuff. To me, it's a decent enough Toto tune buried under a lot of unnecessary technology. But, I'm not the target market for that sort of music. And look, they've got the right to branch out. And, hey, if these younger guys want to who knows, this could hook into a film or something like that and become an unexpected hit, which would be awesome. So there you go. So if you're looking for something familiar yet different to listen to, and you grew up in the 80s, you love melodic rock, check out this, literally old is new. That's what it is. The latest release from Toto. That's my 2 cents on it anyway. Thank you for watching Tim's Vinyl Confessions.